Acting's weird. Being famous is weird. I don't trust him. So another vegan celebrity bites the dust. And I don't mean they died. That's sounded horrible. Zac Efron is apparently no longer vegan. I guess he was vegan. I had no idea. I don't know much about Zac Efron. I think I'm too old.
I started intermittent fasting just after I stopped being vegan. My body wasn't processing the vegetables in the right way. So I decided to stop it and try something new. Intermittent fasting has been really helpful with that.
He makes it sound as though they're two separate things, veganism and intermittent fasting, which just means fasting for a certain amount of time. Either you skip entire days, so maybe you eat 6 out of 7 days a week, or what most people do, which is not eating for like 12 to 16 hours a day, and then only having like 2 meals instead of 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever. But you can definitely do that while you're vegan. But like he said, his body wasn't processing the vegetables in the right way. Who knows what that means? So in the full interview here with Men's Health, after 2 years, Efron noticed he felt depleted and he began to wonder what would happen if he started eating everything again. That didn't make him feel great either, but following a battery of food sensitivity tests, he settled on a protein-heavy plan. He also drinks some apple cider vinegar before most meals. Food sensitivity, how often have we seen that? And how often does it lead to a high animal product protein diet? Like every single time, that's what it tells people. But yeah, I've talked about these sort of food sensitivity tests before and how they are really not evidence-based. Certainly someone can have an allergy to something, but anything like this where it sounds like a naturopath is giving you a bunch of tests and is telling you that you should eat a protein-heavy plan, that's not how that works. And we've even seen some of these companies will tell you different things. One will say, oh yeah, you can't eat lentils. And another one will say, no, lentils are the perfect food for you. It's stupid. Morally, of course, I still wish I was vegan. I do really appreciate that, honestly. Usually what we see is the person changes their ethical stance on veganism as well. It's very rare when someone stops being vegan that they say, I wish I could still be vegan. I still believe in vegan ethically. Often, I think people are too weak to do that. Maybe that's a little harsh, but it's too hard for us to admit that the thing we're doing is maybe not ideal, even if medically we had to stop doing what we're doing. I talked about a woman on this channel who had so many food allergies, actual food sensitivities, that she really could not be vegan in a healthy way. But yeah, typically when we see ex-vegans, they talk about, well, actually veganism isn't great anyways because look how many mice are killed during harvesting. Stupid shit like that. I think that's because it feels better. I think it feels better to believe that your values are in line with your diet. Not many of us can go, oh yeah, no, my diet is actually bad for the environment and really bad for animals, but that's the way I eat.
Probably the one role that I had to change the most for was probably Baywatch. That movie, I adopted a really, really specific eating regimen. Clean fish or meat with sweet potatoes, like that. And I just did that the entire film. So that was the most extreme I had ever gone. I think I was in ketosis that entire film.
I'm really glad to see more celebrities being open about how hard it is to achieve these really, really low body fat, high muscle looks. Mac from Always Sunny, he talked about that when he got super, super lean and ripped for one of the seasons. There's a video of him talking about like just how hard it was and how many advantages he has being a celebrity and being able to have like a personal chef and a trainer. It's not something you can keep up with 24/7, right? No one does that all the time. And in Zac Efron's case, it's actually more extreme than that. He talks about being on powerful diuretics so that he has less water so that he looks even leaner. I mean, that's terrible. That's not healthy, right? And it's not like Hollywood was always this extreme. If you go back and watch the original Baywatch from the 80s, like look at Hasselhoff. He's nowhere near the Zac Efron level of lean. This guy is the closest, and he's still nowhere close to Efron's like crazy striated biceps. Jesus Christ. So hopefully men are really listening to that and going, oh, okay, I'm not going to look like that unless I want to be unhealthy and very hungry.
Typically, I'll break fast around 10:30 or 11, but that's after I do some cardio. First meal of the day. Usually starts with bone broth. I really love bone broth. It's satisfying and it's good for your stomach. Helps me kind of warm up for the real food. Some sort of veggies with a really clean source of protein, whether it's chicken, beef, venison, elk. I usually have my highest carbohydrate meal sort of in the evening. That's usually another really good source of meat. and healthy carbohydrate.
Okay, so he didn't just go from vegan to eating some animal products. He is eating a whole lot of animal products, although according to the food sensitivity tests, that's what he's supposed to be doing, right? And in the interview here, they eat a whole bunch of meat. The seafood tower, as you can see there. Yeah. And then steaks after that. See that taste and that feeling right there? That's why I'm not vegan anymore. Then the author writes, he turns serious again. So implying that he was joking there. But, yeah. Gross. As I've said numerous times on this channel, it's the big things that matter most, right? It's not worrying about the little bit of milk in something or the little bit of something that could possibly be animal-based. It's the meat and the egg and the milk and the cheese. It's the big stuff that's like obviously animal-based that matters most. And unfortunately, with some of these ex-vegans, they don't just go to largely plant-based and then eat some animal products, whatever they feel like they're missing. You know, I don't know if you think you're not getting enough iron or B12 and you don't want to supplement oysters. No, instead they just start eating lots and lots of meats. It's really unfortunate. I wonder if it's more of a mindset with people like that. They have to do all or nothing, right? They can't just do an in-between eating mostly vegan. Like, no. They're either vegan or they're carnivore. It's a shame. Who knows why he was feeling so depleted? Maybe he just wasn't eating enough. Maybe he was, not getting enough protein or enough fat. Who knows? Maybe his body really doesn't process some vegetables very well. But please remember that making multiple changes at once kind of muddies the water there. And you can do intermittent fasting on a vegan diet. Maybe that would have helped him. And also, you don't have to go fully vegan to make a difference. And also, offsetting for those who can't be vegan or don't want to be vegan. Maybe it's too hard, whatever. I think offsetting is a really good option. Give some money to animal-based charities, effective animal charities, not your local animal shelter that's just helping cats and dogs, but organizations like Faunalytics that are working to help farm animals. And also clean meat. I'm always shocked that people like this who feel like they need to eat animal products don't talk about clean meat. I'm sure some of them do. Maybe they don't talk about it, but they are for it. Maybe they even invest in it. Clearly, someone like Zac Efron has the money to do that, the money for offsetting and the money for investing in clean meat. That would be awesome. I know people get really upset when celebrities are no longer vegan, but I pretty much expect it. I don't know. Celebrities seem so fickle and weird anyway. I don't know. I'm just always shocked when I find that someone's been vegan for decades and they're a celebrity, which is probably unfair. It's probably an unfair stereotype, but acting's weird. Being famous is weird. I don't trust them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. Thank you so much to all of my patrons. I do upload 2 exclusive videos there a month for $5 plus patrons. And yeah, thanks again. New video soon. I'm realizing I don't think I've ever seen a Zac Efron movie or anything, because he was High School Musical, which I was much too old for, and I don't know what else he's been in. Baywatch, which I didn't watch. So yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen him in anything. Is he a good actor? Is there a movie that's good that he's in? Let me know.